In this lecture, we will discuss the orthopedic rehabilitation protocols of the joint, that is the wrist joint. We covered the shoulder joint, elbow joint, and now it's turn for wrist joint pathologies. Hand. Okay. First is the carpal tunnel syndrome. In the carpal tunnel syndrome, the median nerve is compressed. The symptoms of the nerve compression is the numbness and the tingling weakness also in the hand and the arm. The median nerve compression caused numbness, tingling and weakness in the arm and the hand where the median nerve supplies. This is of the thumb, index and the half of the third finger. Median nerve supply these these regions. This is the carpal tunnel syndrome. There are many causes of the carpal tunnel syndrome. Medium nerve, carpal tunnel inflammation, medium nerve compression, all cause the medium nerve tingling, numbness, and the weakness in the hand and the arm. There are few tests that we do for the carpal tunnel CTS. First is the Fallon test. In this test, ask the patient to maximally flex the wrist while pressing the dorsal sides of the hand against each other. Hold this position for 1 minute. This is the position. Flex both the wrist and apply pressure. Tingling in the thumb, index, and the medial half of the third finger represent the CTS carpal tunnel syndrome because in this position median nerve become compressed and the symptoms of numbness, tingling and the weakness patient feel. Carpal tunnel impingement. This is the sign of carpal tunnel impingement when the median nerve is compressed. Second test we do for the CTS is the carpal tunnel compression test. In this test, with the patient hand supinated, apply compression for at least 30 seconds in the carpal tunnel between the thenar and the hypothenar eminence. Patient feel tingling, numbness and the pain. This is the sign of carpal tunnel impingement. First test we have the Fallon test and the second test is the carpal tunnel compression test. There is non-surgical rehabilitation of CTS. First we will do immobilization, rest and splint around the wrist in the elbow position to avoid compression of the median nerve during night for 2 weeks or more. When the median nerve compress, patient feel numbness and tingling. So we use the splint to hold the wrist in the neutral position. The intervention we do is the patient education. Take frequent break to rest the hand. Avoid activities that make the symptoms worse. And in the acute phase, we have to apply the cold packs to reduce the swelling and inflammation. Therapeutic exercises we do is the wrist extension and flexion. Stretching exercises once per day, 3 to 5 repetitions and hold for the 30 seconds. This is the exercises we do for the CTS. Median nerve glide is very effective in this condition. 10 to 15 repetition a day, 6 days per week. This is the tendon gliding techniques. Next, if the CTS condition is very severe, we go for surgery, and after surgery we have post-surgical carpal tunnel rehabilitation. It's of 4 phases. In the first phase, that is of 3 to 5 days, we do intervention is to assess finger mobility, educate the patient on the range of motion for wrist and fingers, prevent finger or wrist extension or flexion, instruct the patient on suture side care, tendon glide and the edema control. After surgery, we have to check care of the edema, tendon glide and to care of the suture. Educate the patient on splint, full time accept for exercises. We use splint accept for exercises. In the phase 2, that is of 10 to 12 days, the intervention is to Educate about keeping hand dry because wet condition the scar not healing. Continue to wear splint and reinforce no heavy lifting. Take care of the wrist and maintain the wrist in the neutral position. Tendon glide is very important. In the phase 3, this is of 3 to 4 weeks. Intervention in this is to ensure proper wound healing, scar mobility, active range of motion program. Also the nerve gliding, tendon gliding, begin wrist and the extension, wrist extension and the flexion. In the acute phase of post-surgical rehabilitation, we don't go for wrist flexion and extension. In the phase 3, we start this wean from splint wear at night only. In the phase 4, of post surgical carpal tunnel rehabilitation, this is of 5+ weeks. Intervention in this phase to do full wrist range of motion, continue nerve gliding exercises. This is very important. This is the because this there is a problem of the median nerve, so gliding is very important. Begin gentle grip or pinch strengthening exercises. These are the example of the gentle grip or pinch strengthening exercises. This is very important for patient. In this lecture, I will discuss the carpal tunnel syndrome. This is most common pathology of the wrist, where the it is happen when the median nerve is the compressed and the numbness tingling sensation the patient feel. In the mild and moderate condition, we go for rehabilitation, and in the severe condition, surgery occur. And this is the all post-surgical rehabilitation of carpal tunnel syndrome we will discuss. Thank you.